Why does range, start, end, not include end? Gives you. Why not 1 to 11? Did they just decide to do it like that at random, or does it have some value I am not seeing?
Because it's more common to call range 0, 10, which returns 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which contains 10 elements, which equals len, range 0, 10. There's a tendency in programming to use zero-based indexing. Also, consider the following common code snippet. Could you see that if range went up to exactly len, that this would be problematic? The programmer would need to explicitly subtract 1. This also follows the common trend of programmers preferring 4, int I equals 0, I is lower than 10, I++, over 4, int I equals 0, I is lower than or equal to 9, I++. If you are calling range with a start of 1 frequently, you might want to define your own function.
Exclusive ranges do have some benefits. For one thing, each item in range 0, n is a valid index for lists of length n. Also, range 0, n has a length of n, not n plus 1, which an inclusive range would.
It works well in combination with zero-based indexing and lay. For example, if you have 10 items in a list X, they are numbered 0 to 9. Range, lay, kiss smiley, gives you 0 to 9. Of course, people will tell you it's more Pythonic to do for item in X or for index, item in enumerate, kiss smiley rather than for I in range, lay, kiss smiley. Slicing works that way too. Foo, 1 column 4, is items 1 to 3 of foo, keeping in mind that item 1 is actually the second item due to the zero-based indexing. For consistency, they should both work the same way. I think of it as the first number you want, followed by the first number you don't want. If you want 1 to 10, the first number you don't want is 11, so it's range 1, 11. If it becomes cumbersome in a particular application, it's easy enough to write a little helper function that adds 1 to the ending index and calls range.
It's also useful for splitting ranges. Range A, B can be split into range A, X, and range X, B. Whereas with inclusive range you would write either x, 1 or x plus 1. While you rarely need to split ranges, you do tend to split lists quite often, which is one of the reasons slicing a list L, a column B, includes the ATH element but not the BTH, then range having the same property makes it nicely consistent.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.